Gathered friends, listen to what the stars have spoken. We have lived many lives upon our island home, and we have lived those lives well. However, our time has come to an end. We shall soon perish, and our island shall fall to darkness. Our story is over. But in the future, 6 heroes from unimaginably faraway lands shall wash ashore. They shall discover what we left behind, restore the island, banish the evil that plagues it, and free our souls so we may finally join the spirits. It shall not be an easy task. They will have to survive the creatures that roam this island, and fight off the cruel warriors that follow them here. Their role is perilous, but they are this island's only hope. May the spirits bless them well.
So you wash up on the shores of a sandy beach. Your head as you're splitting as you're laying there, or you can barely move. Vaguely, you can see a rock wall all ahead. The debris from various ships. Some pirate it's also strewn about across the shore. But before you can form a conscious thought, you return to the darkness of unconsciousness. Everyone roll for Constitution. So Defiant Flame, Quetzal Capura, and Ribanzi. You gain a sort of second wind and barely open your eyes again. You can tell you're being dragged, but you don't know who is dragging you. It is around sunset. You can hear the screams of pirates, terrified and in agony. In the corner of your vision, you see the shadowy figure of a huge monster tearing through the pirates. And then you fall back to unconsciousness. The 6 of you wake up in a hut. Your wounds have been intended to, and there's small plates of fresh food next to where you were laying.
Do we get all our HP back then?
Yes.
Flame will wake up, buy a orange, and proceed to nom.
What would the rest of you like to do?
I'm gonna check my bag and make sure that I have everything.
Your items are slightly damp, but still all there.
Scylla sees food and she eats it.
Sentinel's going to get up and start heading out of the hut to see exactly where they are.
I think Rib follows, wanting to know, who it was that got them here.
There are window holes on the walls, and next to one of them is a sort of doorway. Instead of a door, it has a curtain.
Scylla goes through it after finishing eating.
Flame will follow as well.
Happy
What
noises.
you see before you are kobolds. Many of which came from the ship that you are on, but there are also many that you don't recognize, likely from other ships in the Armada.
I thought this was Bionicle, not freaking Yoshi's Island.
Some are happily playing while others are doing tasks to turn this village you appear to be in into a base camp. The floor, the ground you walk on, and the huts around you all seem to be made of volcanic rock.
Okay.
Surrounding the village are huge walls. To one end of the village is a set of doors, likely leading to a tunnel. To the other side is an open gateway, but there's no path to get over the molten moat. One of the kobolds spots you. They're awake! The heroes are awake! They live! You are suddenly surrounded by the kobolds from your ship, while kobolds from other ships are more hesitant to meet you.
Selenol will take a look around at the surrounding area and make sure that they're not in any immediate danger, and takes in the scenery as well.
Silva is glad to finally be off the boat and somewhere she can talk. And so she immediately starts greeting everyone.
Selenol, you don't spot any immediate danger. Although, with the moat of magma in mind, and what seems to be a rather volcanic environment, you find it odd that you're not in any serious heat. The environment inside the village is actually rather pleasant. Silva, one of the kobolds wearing these makeshift goggles, walks up to you. We heard what you did for the kobolds on the captain's ship, and when we saw you on the beach, we just couldn't leave you there. So we brought you here with us. We also have other kobolds working to fix up the village, and perhaps find food from the ships that were wrecked.
That's great, she replies, mostly just happy to be around and not paying much attention. She's looking around excitedly.
Rib asks, "What do you mean, fix up?"
Well, you see...
Because it seems like that phrasing tells me they aren't the ones who established it here.
No. We were scared when we saw the monsters at the beach. So we ran, and until we found this village. There were some holes and cracks that seemed unintentional, so we patched them up. And when we did, it suddenly got cooler. More comfortable. Would anyone else like to take any roleplay actions?
I would like to ask how long they've been here.
The kobolds explained that had so far, they have been here about a day, since washing ashore. In turn, that means you have been asleep for a day.
Huh, okay.
That's kobolds for you.
So they set all this up in a day.
The kobolds didn't make the village. The village was already there. They just started fixing up some of the minor damage from what's possibly wear and tear.
Do we know who the previous inhabitants were?
No clue. Sage, would you like
Can I
to...
investigate?
Not diegetically, anyways.
Yes, you can investigate it if you want. Roll investigation. While he's doing that, Sage, do you want to do anything?
What do you find?
Sage is honestly just looking around, and he's honestly not sure what to make of the village itself at the moment. So he's honestly just being on guard per se.
Kobolds naturally being subservient to dragonkind, and since Sage's unease, a few kobolds will go over to Sage and attempt to reassure him of their safety.
Sage simply goes, "No matter where I go, I'm not safe."
Sad. Alright, Ketzel, you investigated. Alright. And since Selenol is also looking around, Selenol and Sage, looking around the village, find that it is mostly small living huts, but there are a few huts that are more distinct. An armory filled with unusual weapons, a seemingly empty treasury, and a mostly empty warehouse that has two strange-looking saddles and a large pole cart outside.
Can I go investigate what makes it so weird? The armory.
I will also join.
The armory
Silva
has
also follows.
the armory has what looks like an axe, two swords, a shield, four discs made of what appears to be bamboo, a staff with a crystal ball at the end, and some odd armor pieces.
Selena will look around before cautiously reaching out to try and pick up one of the armor pieces to look at it.
I think
The four
is Rib there? Can Rib be there?
Sure.
What?
The four armor pieces are simple bars with straps on them, and because they were all in one chest, they appear to be a set. There's also another chest in the warehouse. Would you like to investigate it?
Selena will put down the piece of armor, and yes, he will investigate it.
So,
May I take?
I am so glad it was you.
Can I tag?
Just hold
Tag
on.
along?
Hold on.
Okay.
Selenol, you go to the other chest in the warehouse. You open it up, and there's just cobblestone in there.
Yay, cobblestone!
Oh, great.
Great job, everyone. In the meantime, may I say a thing?
Yeah, Lefty.
Can I do a thing? Yes, thank you. I would say that Rib quietly claims the staff with the orb. Is that permitted?
The staff of the orb.
Yes.
The staff with the crystal orb at the top of it.
As you pick it up, you can feel a slight heat emanating from the crystal orb. And other than the bamboo discs, you notice that all the items in the warehouse are made of metal. But you can't identify what kind of metal.
So can I have the stick?
you may add one mysterious staff to your inventory.
Yeehaw.
Silva goes over and looks to see what there is as well. She's curious.
There's the axe, the 2 swords, the shield, the 4 bamboo discs, and the set of bars that appear to be armor? Question mark?
Takes the armor, curious because she's never seen this type of armor. And she also takes a bamboo disc.
Silva, you add 1 bamboo disc to your inventory and 1 set of mystery bars to your inventory. Anyone else want to do something?
What else is there?
Currently, there's an axe, 2 swords, and a shield, and 3 bamboo discs.
I will take the axe.
Oh, damn it, I was gonna take the axe.
So,
I missed it. Did someone take the armor?
someone took
Yes.
the mysterious armor bars.
How big are they, by the way?
They're about the size of your. 2 of them are about the size of your shin, and 2 of them are about the size, or are about the length of your feet.
So basically, you would get shoes if you were to try and wear them.
They're not shoes.
No, I know. I was saying if he were to try and wear them.
Yeah. All right.
Future Nolan here. Something I forgot to explain to my players is that these bars are the length of a normal humanoid's shin and foot, not the dragon's shin and foot. I'll be sure to bring this up with them in the next session. Selenol, as you pick up the axe, you notice is weight, and that you have a rather difficult time holding it properly because of said weight.
I glance at Flame and offer it to them.
Is there any other exploration in the village you would like to do?
Silva decides it's a good idea to just go into random people's houses to say hi.
Oh my god.
You're walking around saying hi to the kobolds who have made the huts their homes. They don't seem to mind the intrusion.
Mm.
That's nice of them.
Selena will still continue to offer the axe to Flame.
Flame, would you like to attempt to hold the axe?
Sure.
You also have difficulty holding it properly due to the weight.
No one is strong enough.
Actually, I'm pretty sure there's 2 characters in your party that is strong enough, because it's based on your strength score.
I don't remember my strength score.
My strength is pretty high.
Yeah, but it's not high enough.
Mine. Yeah.
No, I guess it's a +1.
Mid.
Never mind.
So would you still like to keep the axe regardless, or would you like
Yes.
to add 1 mystery axe to your inventory, Flame?
What are these stats?
He just said mystery axe.
Yeah, stats for the mystery axe.
Yes,
it
I
is.
know.
It is essentially a 2-handed great axe.
Awesome.
Honestly, I should have kept it if I'm being
However,
thematic.
attempting to use this axe with a strength score with a strength score that's not high enough will have an attack roll penalty and damage reduction equal to the difference in requirement.
Or you could just impose disadvantage. But okay.
As you are exploring the village, you come across a what looks like a large metal dome with the top caved in to be flat. Next to it is a pedestal. Oh, the pedestal has six raised circles. Five of these circles have a medallion and stuck to them. One of them has an empty medallion space.
Silva puts the bamboo disc there and hopes that it can replace the medallion.
The bamboo disc is way too big. It's about the size of a frisbee.
Yeah, that's what the bamboo discs are essentially, are like discus frisbee things.
They are treated as boomerangs.
I think Rib might try to put the staff in, because they're both somewhat mysterious.
The staff does not fit the sixth medallion in depression.
Damn it.
Cello will pause for a moment and look at the opening before reaching for his compass and tries to see if that'll fit.
The compass loosely fits, but nothing happens.
Silva looks around to see if the medallion's on the floor somewhere.
The missing medallion is nowhere to be found.
Dang it.
Selenil will go back outside and try and speak with one of the kobolds, asking what that place is for.
I mean, you already are outside in the village.
Well, okay, he's gonna ask one of the kobolds nearby what it's for.
The kobolds have no idea.
Do you happen to know if there was a missing piece that might have been picked up?
The kobold with the glasses, who goes by the name Metru.
Oh my fucking god!
He walks up and explains that he saw another kobold snatch the missing medallion and run. According to him, she seemed upset.
Upset.
Silva asked for. Sorry.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Silva asked for details on what the kobold looks like.
The kobold that took the medallion is pink with a blue underbelly. She still has a slave collar around her neck. One of her horns is broken, and one of her eyes is blinded likely due to a cut. She has bindings around her chest, and like many of the other kobolds, she has a tunic covering her waist. One of the fingers is missing.
Yikes.
Her eye color is green.
Silva wanders off to try and find this kobold.
Rib asks if they remember the direction the kobold fled.
Silva probably should have done that instead.
Metru says that this kobold ran into a crowd and he lost track of her. Silva, you are unable to find this kobold, searching high and low.
In the meantime, I think Rib would look for signs of language. Just see if she can glean anything from that.
Thelida will also follow suit on that front, but more so the surrounding area and take in the geography and the way that the buildings are positioned and start scribbling it down in one of his little parchments.
You find signs of language fairly fairly often around the village, but it's a language that you do not know. Signposts and labels, and on one of the walls near the large doors to the to what is supposedly a tunnel, there's this large shape carved next to it. This large shape appears to be somewhat faded, and while there is some language there, or it's not, or it's fairly, that is also fairly faded. What you can tell is that, from this large shape, is that there are some colored regions, what appears to be a compass, and some lines in the corner. I'll post it in the group chat.
There we go. Now we're talking.
Legally distinct island map.
No. I literally.
I know you did. I know you did. It was a joke.
I would say ask the kobolds if they've managed to piece anything about this together. I like asking.
Metru believes it must be a map of the island they're on.
Selenil will take a moment and rapidly try and sketch a very rough shape of that onto his parchment as well.
Selenil. Because you are surrounded by a moat of magma, and you are probably not too far away from the beach you washed up on, you assume that at the village you're in is located in the rightmost bubble of orangish red.
The eastmost section of the map, yes.
You may mark the home village here.
All right.
Silva suggests that we go see where the other red thing is.
Selenil agrees and decides to ask Metru, if there is, and if they have any idea where this other kobold might have gone off to.
Metru has no idea where this other kobold has gone off to. As for the other red dot, the kobold simply looks up to beyond the walls of the village and points to a distant mountain.
Silva thinks the red dot's gotta mean something.
Delano will thank Metru and glances to everyone else saying, y'all want to find out what that is?
Obviously.
I'd say Rib senses something less than ideal about it.
Something is afoot.
Is there anything that I can still find in the warehouse?
In the armory? Armory still has 2 swords, a shield, I think 3 more bamboo discs.
Yeah.
Am I allowed to take the shield and a sword?
You may add a mysterious shield and a mysterious sword to your inventory.
All right.
Okay.
Sorry.
For stats, the mysterious sword has the it handles like a lightweight one-handed sword, but it has the size and strength of a great sword.
Ooh.
Something Kirito moment.
Those who are used to typical great swords may need some practice to avoid accidentally overcompensating for the non-existent weight.
Hmm.
As you were as everyone is investigating various things, you suddenly hear an angry shout as a rock is thrown at you. Flame, make a dexterity save with disadvantage.
That's not one.
Yeah.
Oh no!
The rock.
Well, Flame's dead.
The rock hits you square at the back of the head. Take 1 damage. As
In
you turn-
response to this, Flame will like look around wildly to see if they can tell where this came from.
What's your mood?
Burning angry.
Fitting. You look around and you see the kobold that Metru mentioned earlier. She has a disc in one hand, a medallion strung around a piece of string hanging from her neck, and she has an odd item in her other hand. It looks like the hilt of a sword with no blade. She starts screaming, "You do not belong here! You humanoids are just like the others! One day we'll let our guards down, and you'll enslave us just like the rest of them."
Selena will hold up his hand saying, "We were prisoners as well. We mean you no harm."
"You're all humanoids. You're all the same." She looks at Sage. "And you're a disgrace to dragonkind."
Wow. Poor Sage.
Damn.
Apparently,
Sage barely looks affected by that comment.
That's sad.
Well then.
the kobold is clearly upset with your presence and does not trust you. If you would like, and discuss this among yourselves, you can jump straight into battle, or you can attempt to calm her down.
I would like to attempt to calm her down. But that's me. What do you all want to do?
I would say calm. Trying to calm down.
Silva wants to learn more about this person, so she's gonna say try to calm down.
That's 3 for calming down.
Flame is like barely holding back, like just running up and swinging the axe at her.
So you're neutral.
No, Flame is like all for combat, but
But she's waiting
Like,
for everyone else.
Sage would be the one that's neutral.
yeah, Flame is like just about ready to pounce and attack.
Kobold walks up closer to the group, noticing Flame's anger. She turns to the rest of the kobolds. "Do you see this? Do you see how she wants to strike me down for speaking my mind? For speaking
You
the
threw a
truth?
rock at my head!
Humanoids are the enemies of all kobolds." The other kobolds don't seem to agree with her. But those that notice Defiant Flame's anger are slowly walking up to her, asking her not to fight, to try and reason with this kobold.
Selena will glance over his shoulder at Flame and basically just like, put it down. Put it down. He's not saying that, but he's just like looking like that and lowering his hand.
Selden attacked, but is like at a moment's notice ready to pounce into combat.
If you would like to attempt again to calm her down, make your statements and then roll for charisma check.
Selena will clear his throat and glance at all the kobolds and then back to the one that's angry at us. I forget her name, unfortunately. Or did
Her
we
name
ever
has not
learn?
been revealed yet.
Yeah, okay. Hey, so I don't know exactly what's been going on here or why you're so angry with what you call humanoids, but I get the feeling that it might be a misunderstanding. Not everyone's bad. I mean, I can't honestly speak for them, but I mean, we all did work together to save your friends, didn't we? And honestly, I mean, if we were as bad as you claim us to be, why would we bother trying to rescue them off that ship? We were prisoners as well.
The kobold will takes your words into thought, mulling over the points you said.
To really sell this, he gets down on both knees and puts his hands on the ground in front of him, showing that he will not do anything, even if she were to attack.
Flame is giving you all of the odd looks right now.
After some short thinking, Voya shakes her head. It's all a ploy. You're all the same. If you don't enslave us from the start, you get on our good sides and then betray it. That's when we're at our weakest.
What will it take to show you that I give you my word that we won't?
Sage steps forward and immediately just leads off with, I don't care about what happens here. You say I'm a disgrace to Dragonkind? I haven't even met any others. I've been in captives by other humanoids since as long as I can remember. I don't trust you. I don't trust them.
The kobold looks perplexed by what Sage has spoken, and clearly he not what she was expecting. Still, anger her wins her over, and she flicks the hilt, causing a blade of flame to sprout from it. She steps closer.
Silva doesn't seem to realize the problem and just says, "Whoa, that's pretty cool."
Kitty, Flame.
Yes.
Since you are fairly angry, if you would like, you can disregard everyone else's attempts and jump straight into combat with this kobold, if you like.
Flame will do just that upon seeing them ignite this sword and charge it with the axe.
All right. Everyone
Here
roll
we go.
initiative with Flame getting an advantage. Flame, your turn.
Shit.
All right. What penalty do I take on the axe again?
To use it properly, and I'm saying this out of meta. To use it properly, you need a strength score of at least 14. If you have less than that, your penalty is equal to your strength score minus 14. Or no, 14 minus your strength score.
Oh, so I take -2 to attack. Okay.
To attack rolls and to damage.
Hang on.
But you have not moved towards your opponent.
Well, okay, fine. So 19 to hit. 19 minus 2 is 17. Plus 3 is, well, that's a dirty 20.
It hits.
All right. 1d12 plus 1, or 1d12 minus 1. That's a 3 damage.
3 damage.
Upon realizing just how unwieldy this axe is, Flame's just gonna drop it to the ground.
All right.
Just you're gonna try to swing, try to swing once, doesn't do a lot of damage. Looks at it, screw it. It just drops to the side and then I believe I can roll both.
Alright. I will...
Are you like getting rid of it, dropping it, or just dropping it for now?
I'm gonna say she doesn't want it anymore because clearly this is not meant for her.
Okay.
Like she's
anyone
gonna
else wants
drop
to
it
pick it
because
up for bonus action.
she's all about speedy attacks.
Aggro.
So it is now Silva's turn.
I'm not done.
You moved, you attacked, and then you dropped the axe.
Dropping an axe is a free action. Like dropping weapon is a free action.
Oh, okay.
That is.
I bet.
As a bonus action, I'm going to punch the kobold in the face.
Oh, yeah, you can make bonus attacks.
It's a 16 to hit.
A 16 to hit. That hits.
Cool. God damn it.
Nat 1!
That's 5 damage. Now I'm done.
5 damage.
Yes.
Alright. Now it's Silva's turn.
Alright, Silva throws her javelin at the kobold. By the way, does a javelin count as a light blade? I can't. I like a.
It's a projectile.
Okay,
I
yeah.
added it to your character sheet, so you should be able to do an attack
Just
roll
click
straight
it.
from there.
Yep, here it is.
6 to hit. The javelin misses and lands
Dang.
about here.
Okay. Yeah, but okay. Right. Silva decide she's gonna try and let's see how far away is the. Alright, well Silva is gonna move and get her javelin.
Okay. After Silva is Selenol.
Selenol's going to step over here and pick the axe up and just stare at Flame like, why would you drop this?
It's big and heavy and it's not my style.
He's just not going to attack. He's going to try and reason and basically try and talk Flame down from fighting. And everyone else.
Roll charisma with disadvantage.
Disadvantage. You got it.
The kobold ignores your pleas for calming down. It's now Ketzel's turn.
Am I close enough to do poison spray?
Are you close enough for
Poison spray.
Okay. Okay. You extend your hand and to release a poison spray. Okay. But you feel a sudden pain in your hand. In your hand. The poison spray, it suddenly backfires, and pain racks your body. You take 1d6 damage.
1d6 damage? Okay. Is that because I failed to throw?
It's because of other reasons that you are not aware of yet.
Okay. So I take 4 damage?
4 damage from spell backfire.
Ouch. Okay. I'm in a lot of pain.
Would you like to move or make a bonus action, or end your turn?
I think I think I'll just stay where I'm at. I'm good.
Okay, it's Rib's turn.
So, who was it that got hit last turn? I forgot.
Quetzal's spell backfired on him for unknown reasons.
Okay, can I think I have healing word. Can I use that?
Are you in range for that? Is there a range for that? Healing
30 feet.
word. Is that what you want to do? Healing word.
I believe so.
As you go to use healing word, your body is suddenly racked with pain. Take 1d6 damage.
Oh
Okay.
no!
What the heck is happening?
So
The magic users are useless.
1d6 damage.
Okay.
I know what it is.
Damn it.
You both took like half your health and damage.
Yikes.
I'm not good at this. Can I do anything else on my turn?
I believe you can still move and do a bonus action.
Okay. I think bonus action. Yell at the kobold. What is going on here?
Ooh, you seem to have angered the kobold.
Good.
This anger will give the kobold +1 to their next damage roll.
Oh no.
Oh good.
Oh
Okay,
yeah.
now it is Sage's turn.
I might be stupid.
Okay, this kobold has like a staff, right?
No, it has a disc in one hand and a flaming sword in the other.
Wait,
All
is
right.
the bamboo
Sage isn't going to go in for an attack. He's actually going to try to knock the sword out of the kobold's grasp.
Make a strength check with advantage.
With advantage?
With
Okay.
advantage.
Let me look up Noka powers.
23. Goddamn.
Nice.
All right.
That would have been an 18.
You have successfully knocked the flame sword, out of the kobold's hand. As it clatters to the floor, the flaming hilt disappears. The flaming blade disappears. And I believe you only have a bonus action left.
Yep.
Oh no, that was a bonus action, right? So you still have an attack left.
I know.
if you want.
No, that was just going to be my whole thing, was just to knock it out of her hands. If someone else is going to kill her.
All right.
Ew.
So the kobold
Yes?
The kobold chuckles, was noticing in your difficulty using magic. She then casts flame breath, taking one of her hands to the medallion around her chest, before spewing flames from her mouth, from her jaws, in a 15-foot cone.
In which Oh god, in which direction?
Directly towards
Oh, right at
Selenol.
me.
So, Selenol and Ribanzi are in range. Both of you must make a dexterity saving throw.
With disadvantage or normal?
Normal.
That is a 7. Oh, that's a nat one.
I might be stupid.
Okay. So you both fail. You both fail to dodge.
Obviously.
You both take 1d4 burning damage.
That's a 3. That's 1. Wow, you with the nat 1s tonight.
Well, luckily it worked in Rabanzi's favor for only losing the 1
Yeah.
damage.
Yeah.
But
I flicked it, but I didn't.
because Rabanzi made a critical fail, she is now burned.
Oh, good.
So you take damage each turn?
Burned. What did I write here? Every round and afterwards, the burned creature suffers 1d6 fire burning damage. Although this can be avoided by taking no action other than a single move action. You also suffer disadvantage to damage rolls, as you cannot bring your full strength to bear, nor can you properly focus on damaging spells and so on. Alright.
Yeah, that's less than ideal. So is there a puzzle here? Is this a puzzle we can solve?
Flame, it is your turn.
Punch.
Punch.
1-2 punch. Basically double punch.
So roll your
Right.
first punch.
That is a 17.
Hit.
Cool. I should mention that I'm going for non-lethal damage. I'm just looking to knock her out, not kill her.
Okay.
6 damage.
Oh, 6 damage. Okay, and then roll your second hit. As 7 plus whatever your math is.
13.
13. That also hits.
Wow. That's another 6 damage.
Alright. Would you like to move or take a bonus action?
The second punch was my bonus action.
Right.
And so, no.
Okay. It is now Silva's turn. Kobold is looking fairly weakened, but still willing to fight.
Silva says she doesn't want to fight, but if the kobold keeps it up, she is willing to. In an attempt to get the kobold to stop fighting.
Roll charisma. Roll persuasion if you have it. If not, just roll charisma.
That's persuasion. 5.
Well,
The kobold. Your words do not affect the kobold's mental state.
Hey, then Silva decides she's gonna throw her javelin again. Actually, no. She decides she'd rather use her short bow this time because using javelin 2 times in a row sucks.
Plus, you have to go and retrieve the javelin between each head.
She did.
She already did.
Oh.
Ooh, 18.
That's a hit.
So you click
Also,
the
she's
word
going for
short bow.
non-lethal.
Yeah, click the word short bow in the chat.
Okay.
That rolls your damage. That's 8 piercing.
Ooh.
Okay. Also, I'm not going for lethal.
The arrow strikes the kobold's left shoulder. Kobold falls to its knees in pain and surrendering.
Celadon will immediately attempt to holster the axe on his back and rush over to try and perform first aid on the kobold.
What about me?
As you are
What about what?
as you are administering first aid to the kobold, she looks at you angrily before breaking down and sobbing. She still does not trust you. She still does not entirely trust you, but she is willing to give you a chance.
Selena will immediately hug her while trying to help bandage her wounds and carefully take the arrow out. He feels so bad.
As you hug her, the medallion seems to vibrate against you. Upon a closer inspection, you realize it is the same kind of medallion as the other 5 from the pedestal.
He will ignore that for now. He notices this, but he chooses to forego that for now to make sure that the kobold is okay. Let's see.
Some of the other kobolds rush around to disarm her. One of them taking the medallion.
Silva quickly asks if she can have the medallion.
The kobold gives the medallion to Silva. As Silva holds the medallion, it vibrates a bit more violently. It seems to be shaking towards the pedestal.
Silva asks the others if she can put it on the pedestal or if they want her to wait.
Selenol gives a thumbs up while tending to
I'll say yes.
Voya as best you can.
Silva
Rib
grins. She rushes over.
What was
Rib
that?
also agrees to put it away between the pained breaths.
Silva grins and rushes over to put the medallion in.
As you put the medallion in, the pedestal will shine with the bright light, dissolving all 6 medallions. The bright light hits the 6 of you, freezing you in place, healing your wounds, and something burns onto each of your hands. A strange sigil. Defiant flame. You feel the power of water rushing through you. Silva, you feel an icy coolness embrace you. Ketzel, you feel your body burn with fire. Hansi, you can feel the calmness of the earth below you. Selenol, you can feel the air's freedom around you. And Sage, you feel the sturdiness of stone.
Huh. Okay.
Is it cobblestone?
I swear to fucking God.
Way to kill them all then, but yes.
Coming.
I'm sorry, I couldn't help.
As you regain control of your bodies, you are fully healed, as previously stated. But you also hear a dull tone come from the metal dome nearby.
Flame will ignore everything going on around them and go towards the dome.
Wait a minute, so we're getting all the hit points back?
Yes, we're fully healed and everything.
And
Okay.
any magic slot, any spell slots you used have also been restored.
Alright. Selenol will make sure that Voya, because you said their name, is okay before standing up and glancing towards where the light came from.
We'll say you learned Voya's name from one of the other kobolds.
One of the other kobolds. Okay.
As you approach the dome, a small golden light appears from it. It drops before coalescing into a strange metal tablet, just about larger than your hand, and as well as an old worn journal
Where is this appearing?
from the metal dome.
Would Selenol be seeing this if he hasn't rushed over, or no?
It's only noticed by those who have walked over to the dome
Okay.
or are looking in its general direction.
I guess he will walk over there.
So, before you, on the flat surface of this, on the flat top of this metal dome, is a metal tablet and an old journal.
So we'll
Glancing
grab
at
the journal.
them, Selenol will reach for the tablet, I suppose.
As
Can Rib try and rend it away from the red? I forgot the name.
What?
I think rend works.
Can I try and get the journal from the?
Silva?
Thank you, that one, Silva.
Roll. Both of you roll strength checks. Whoever rolls higher keeps hold of the journal.
Strength check or D20s?
Strength check.
That's a strength save. You need a strength check. Just click strength on the left.
Silva rolled. Oh,
They tied.
you tie.
Selenol will reach up and grab it from between them with his other hand.
Because the two of you are tight and focusing on the book, you're caught unaware by Selenol, who manages to grab it.
Damn it!
Hey, give it back!
Upon opening the journal, you find it has similar writing everywhere else, as to the rest of the village. Many of the pages have a hand-drawn picture, shadowy outlines of various monsters and objects.
Oh, I know what this is. Well, the Selenol doesn't say that. I say that. Selenol, in character, being more of a bookworm than anything, he immediately identifies that this must be some kind of bestiary or something with all the different depictions of creatures inside of it.
As you are looking through the pages, you spot 12 pages is with sort of faces or masks drawn on them. One of them matches the carving on the metal tablet you hold.
Selena will put them side by side and wonder, what is this thing for? Before glancing to the rest of the party and seeing if any of them might know, while holding them up so that they can be seen. With a firm grip on them.
At the metal tablet. See what the mask is? What did you say?
It's a metal tablet.
Did you say
the
there was a
picture
mask
of a
on
mask on it?
It has a one of the carving or indentation on the tablet matches one of the sort of faces or masks in the journal. So you've been taken to a village. You've fought with an angry kobold. You've gained some strange symbols on the backs of your hands. A metal tablet and an old journal. What secrets will be revealed in the next session?
Next time on Dragon Ball Z. Sorry.
More like Dungeon Ball Z.